Hey, good morning, folks. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa with the MLive Morning Weather Update. We're starting to look toward the Thanksgiving holiday, have some better guidance on that. And thanks for joining me on the MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. Hey, good morning to you, Angela Owens. Thanks for watching. And Lori Habel, good morning to you. And Doris Riblet, thanks for watching there. So here we go. We do have some snow developing on the west side of the state, and the lake effect will be increasing down the shoreline from Manistee through Ludington, through Muskegon, toward Grand Rapids, and south along the shoreline. The lake effect snow is going right now in the northern part of the state. East side of the state, you're in the clear as it's all lake effect right now. So here's the modeling on that, and you can see what I'm talking about on the increase in the lake effect snow as we go through the day. Here's a radar forecast of my favorite model in the short term. The high resolution rapid refresh comes in every hour, refreshes. So this is noon, and this is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 o'clock. So you can see how as we get into the late afternoon, the snow expands from Ludington down through Muskegon to west of Grand Rapids, Holland, South Haven, toward Kalamazoo, maybe. And hey, good morning, Lynn Todd from Saginaw, Michigan. And good morning, Jane Logston from Lake City. Any snow for Grand Rapids today, Lori Hensler? Yes. Okay, so here it is. As we go into the evening hours, you'll have your typical lake effect areas, not not super heavy by late December or January standards, but by November 18th standards, the first snow in places and a novelty, and will be real winter. So some of those snow showers break off into the southeast part in the form of flurries, but otherwise it just hangs along the shoreline all the way from Petoskey through the Traverse City area down to the south. Areas heavier, areas lighter. And as we go into tomorrow, that seems to want to taper off some. How much snowfall today? Probably looking at about 2 to 4 inches in the north and probably 1 to 3 inches in the south and west. Grand Rapids, you're on the very eastern edge of it, so maybe you get an inch, maybe you get 2 inches. Southwest of Grand Rapids, maybe you get 2, 3, maybe 4 inches in an isolated spot. All right, now let's get into the Thanksgiving forecast, and we've got some weather to deal with. But Thanksgiving is looking pretty good, and Wednesday, the day before. So here's our lake effect snow tonight, and then it shuts down as our winds turn back to the southwest tomorrow. And Saturday looks like a fairly dry day if you're going to try to get something done outside. Now, this is Sunday, and this is when the storm is starting to kind of coalesce right over just north of us, north and east of us. This is Sunday night. This is Monday morning. That right there is a snow signature. Cyclonic curvature around a deepening low pressure center, cold enough air for lake effect, significant lake effect. And so where you see that green, I'm going to show you it on the precipitation type forecast in just a moment, rain, snow, or mixture. But there, I just want to show you that you're seeing amounts. You're seeing 2 and 3/10 of an inch of liquid in 6 hours. That's a couple inches of snow per 6 hours. That's at Monday morning. This is Monday morning into early afternoon, still snowing. And Monday afternoon into Monday evening, still snowing southwest corner, northwest corner, and then dying down. Now we go into Wednesday. Warmer temperatures coming in. You like seeing the red lines if you're traveling because that means you're probably going to be above freezing on Wednesday. And then we go into Thanksgiving, and this is Thanksgiving, and we're going to be, it looks like, above freezing now as the next storm system kind of brings warmer air back our way for a while until Black Friday. A cold front comes through, and then we are back to the cold. Here is that precipitation type that I was talking about. So everything that happens today, probably mostly in the form of snow, except right up on the shoreline. We could definitely have, rain right on the shoreline, within a mile or two, I guess I would say. Oh, let me see. Let me go back here. So here's Saturday. And then Sunday starts as rain. And then as we get into Monday morning, like I said, should be cold enough for a pretty solid lake effect snow. First one of the season that's a 3 to 6 incher, I would say, from near the Traverse City area all the way down through possibly Grand Rapids, depending on the wind flow, but definitely south and west of Grand Rapids. And then that breaks down. And as we go into Wednesday, maybe a few showers, and Thanksgiving right now looks dry. Here's the snowfall total off of that same model. And I think you call it, I'm sorry, let me back up here. This is today. We're going to call it 1 to 4 inches in the northwest corner of Lower Michigan, 1 to 4 inches across the UP, 1 or 2 inches in the southwest, and then really the Monday into Monday night snow, I would call it a 3 to 6 inch snow from around Petoskey and Charlevoix down through the Grand Traverse area, down through Ludington, Manistee to Big Rapids. Maybe, Big Rapids is always on the line, usually a little bit lighter, but toward the shoreline, and heaviest probably falling in the southwest corner, southwest of Grand Rapids, probably a good 3 to 6 inches of snow. Lisa Siri, is Frankenmuth getting snow, Mark? No, just flurries, nothing accumulating. Now, that Monday night into Tuesday snow is expected to break off and head east a little bit, so we could have 1 or 2 inches in the Flint area. I-69 is a real good kind of indicator or line for something like that. Temperatures today will be chilly, low 40s in the far southeast, Detroit, Ann Arbor, then upper 30s, then 36 in Grand Rapids, and only about 30 to 34 in Traverse City. Tomorrow, a little bit better in the low 40s, and then Saturday, low 40s, Sunday, low 40s, Monday, 20s in the north, 32 in Grand Rapids and Kalamazoo. That shows you that snow would stick and stay. Marion, Ballard, Midland, no, just some flurries in the next week. And then Tuesday, highs only in the mid-30s, but Wednesday we're back to near 40, so some melting would happen on the roads. And then Thanksgiving, if we could have temperatures like this at Thanksgiving, it would be pretty nice. It would be safe traveling because you don't have any problems really with temperatures in the 40s. And then Black Friday, and then back to Saturday, and back to cold. And so one of these themes you should be seeing here in this information I give you is that every cold blast brings us down to highs in the low to mid 30s, which means that the winter air is there. And we're getting along in time, but we're still only mid to late November. Some years it takes until into December before we get that kind of stuff. So we have the cold air in place, and we do have our first, what I would call our first significant lake effect snow coming Monday night. It's not probably a huge one. I call huge over a foot, but I think you'll find some 6, 7, 8 inch amounts isolated on the west side of the state. There's your MLive Morning Weather Update brought to you by Consumers Energy. Thanks for joining me. I'm MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa. Mixed up on days. My wife and I have both been mentioning to each other all week, oh, what day is it? You get one day off and you just... So it's Thursday. We'll check in with you again tomorrow, and then have a great weekend. Take care.